I'm in Dubai at Gulf Food, and I'm with Paul Betke, who's the founder of Lemonaid Beverages. Paul, you're based in Hamburg, in Germany. Tell me the story behind how the company came about.
Basically, I worked in development aid for the German government before I did this. So I was in the social sector in Asia. I was looking after projects for the Germans after the tsunami in Asia, and I was not too happy with how the money was spent. A lot of it went into meetings at the Hilton, business class flights back and forth. So I thought, okay, this is not really what I was expecting when I joined them. So I thought of a way of still doing the social work, but handling it a bit differently. And then I came up with a concept where you raise the funds yourself rather than using government money or funds from the private sector. I thought, okay, I set up my own company and use the money I raise through the sales of products for a social purpose. So we're selling drinks, charity and lemonade, and we use the revenues to support the farmers where we source the ingredients from.
Okay.
That's the basic concept. And the advantage to a big organization doing social work is that we earn the money ourselves, so we valued it a lot more because we had to work for it rather than just taking European Union or German government funds. So obviously everybody in the company is looking after how the money is spent because they all had to work for it, and also the general public, everybody wants to know when they buy our products and what do you actually do. So we have to explain and make everything transparent, which I believe is a great thing, that we always have to justify what we are doing because we have to compete in a market and explain ourselves.
Sure.
So that makes it like a process where we always have to try to get better and do a better job than last year in order to...
Okay, so the ingredients start with being fair trade, and then you take the principle even further than that, because the money that you raise actually goes back to those communities as well. How do you get that across to the consumer? How do you share that message with the people who buy the products?
I mean, first of all, the names Lemonaid and charity hopefully do give a hint to what we do. But then obviously it is quite a task to bring this story across, because we do more than fair trade. We don't just use an organic and a fair trade produce. We have our own foundation, and with each bottle sold, money goes into the foundation, and with that money the farmers in the origin are supported. So that's something you can't tell in one sentence.
No.
So, but as we have a product which is attractive as a beverage itself, people buy it anyway because it looks attractive, then they take it, and we've written text on the bottles to explain it. So we don't run around with a white flag telling everybody we are changing the world. We know we're selling a beverage, and it's got to taste good and it's got to look fine so that people walk around with it without feeling stupid. So that's got to work, and then after that, as a third kind of step, people hear about the story and they read about it, and then they like it even more, I hope. But the first step is just getting in touch with it, trying it, tasting it, liking it, and then the story is nice. But that's the third kind of level, I would say. Yeah. That can't be the entrance to the consumer or the entry point, because they're looking for a drink first of all. When they go to a coffee shop, they want to drink something. So that's what we've got to cater for.
Sure. So you're here at Gulf Food looking for distributors, presumably, but also spreading the word about behaving ethically. Yeah. What's the reaction been from the audience here?
It's very positive, actually. I mean, a lot of people react positively. It's another question how many people act on it. But the response in Europe has been great. I mean, we've only started it 6 years ago, and we are going to be in 11 countries by the end of this year, exporting from Germany, and the response has been great. I don't want to knock it just because not everybody is going for it, but it's been very positive, and it's been an enjoyable process. Yeah.
Good. Well, it's always good to meet someone who's behind something so inspirational. Thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome. More than welcome.